football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, y'all can save the date. Significant fight in women's boxing, okay? I know Jose Ramirez, Richard Commey, they may be the main event of this card, but for my money and for me, the main event of this card will be the co-main event as the WBC minimum weight women's world champion Tina Rupprecht. She'll be taking on, putting her undefeated record and everything she's earned in the sport and her belt on the line. It'll go up in the air for grabs as she takes on one of the pound-for-pound most skilled fighters in women's boxing and just boxing point blank period, Seniesa Estrada. So let's talk about it, man, because you guys know, if you follow this channel for any amount of time, when it comes to the women's boxing side of things, Seniesa Estrada to me is like, you know, right there with Clutch of Shields as far as skills go. I think she's like the most skilled women's fighter. She'll never have the accomplishments of Clutch of Shields because Clutch of Shields has just done too much. But I think, you know, she's gonna really leave a mark on this sport before it's all said and done. And I think with fights like this, these are the kind of fights that Seniesa Estrada has been wanting and salivating for a number of years now. You know, honestly, I've been following Seniesa since 2015, something like that. So we're talking about 8 years. I've been really following Seniesa Estrada. I would say Tina Rupprecht is hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. It's debatable. I would say if she's not the best girl Senesa's ever fought, she's definitely the best girl Senesa's fought since the Marlen Esparza fight. So she's the best girl Senesa's fought in 4 years at the minimum, but potentially maybe even the best fighter she's fought. Because why? Tina Rupprecht, first and foremost, she's a champion. She's undefeated. That's number one. And number two. And number three, she has a quality win over a fighter that Seniesa is trying to fight if she wins this fight, and that would be none other than her arch nemesis Yokasta Valle, the other champion in this weight class. So Seniesa Estrada, you know, she wins this fight. I think it lines up perfectly for her to fight Valle, who at this moment in time is the IBF WBO light flyweight champion. So the winner of this fight will have the two other belts, and Yoka has the other two. So it lines up perfectly for potential undisputed in this weight class. And we'll really see who's who in this weight class when that time comes. But as far as this matchup, skill-wise, I like the fight a lot. Style-wise, I like the fight a lot. You know, we know Seniesa Estrada. She does a lot of things that maybe aren't by the book, that aren't by the rules. You know, she throws punches and switches stances mid-combination, staying on balance and in position at the same time. Something that's hard to do for a lot of fighters. You know, she's taking on a girl, Tina Rupprecht, who, you know, just when you watch her, one thing to me that jumps out about Tina Rupprecht and her style and her skills is her physical strength. You know, she's not necessarily a big puncher. She only got 3 knockouts in like 12 fights or whatever it is. But Tina Rupprecht does a great job when she starts flipping that jab out there and she gets close to her opponent. She's very good about pushing her opponents back. So Seniesa is no stranger to this. You know, girl has been trying to do this to her whole career, from Marlen Esparza to as far back as the Nancy Franco fight. But the thing is, Rupprecht is a bit more crafty with it. She's not just gonna try to push up on Seniesa. She's gonna, you know, tie her hand up, spin around her. Like she has little tricks of the trade if you watch her fights that make her very, very crafty and dangerous and skilled. You know, when she gets in that distance. You know, and then not just that. I would say Rupprecht, from what I've seen, a very, very well schooled jab. She's got a very nice overhand right hand. When she throws that jab and then she steps over with the overhand right, it's a very, very good punch for her. So there are things for Seniesa to worry about, and I think, you know, the advantage that Seniesa normally has over opponents, and I think she has that advantage in this fight with Tina, is her footwork. You know, her ability to control the space and the distance in which the fighters fought with her feet. Because of her awkward movement and because of her ability to switch stances seamlessly, it allows her to feint and probe out of both stances, and, you know, give her those moments to make her opponent reset and get to whatever part of the ring she wants to get to. And I think for Tina Rupprecht, the fight within the fight for her is to try to make Seniesa Estrada as uncomfortable early on as possible. We saw in Senesa's last fight, although she won every round, but that last girl, Jasmine Villariano, she pushed Seniesa and she made things difficult on her. You know, Tina's a lot more skilled than Jasmine Villariano. I feel like I would actually say that Tina is a full, complete, 10-round championship fighter in women's boxing. And I think the key for Seniesa in this fight is going to be how she manages her stamina. We know Seniesa likes to get in there and rumble. I think Tina will bring the fight to her, so there's going to be those opportunities in the first handful of rounds of the fight to do that. I think Seniesa has to fight a steady pace because if she's not careful, I think she could run the risk of punching herself out and not having enough stamina in the back half of the fight. You got to also remember, Seniesa Estrada hasn't necessarily been, the most active fighter in boxing. She did have a very inactive last year, and she had a lot of things going on with Golden Boy and the switch to Top Rank. So it's been a lot of things going on with her career, and you don't ever want to expend too much energy early. But listen, man, I would definitely say, in terms of where her career is going, I would say that this is the most significant fight of her career because although the Esparza fight was big, and it was a co-main event on a very big card, which was I think Canelo versus Kovalev. I just think this fight right here will get her to, like, this fight is big. This fight to me is the biggest fight of her career because, and for Tina as well, it's not even just Tina. For both of them, it's the biggest fight of their career because winning this fight will not only shoot them up the pound-for-pound rankings in women's boxing, but it'll get them ultimately to the fight they both want to get, which is the undisputed fight with Yokasta Valle. Now, they both want that fight for different reasons. If Tina wins this fight, she wants that Valle fight just because she wants the belts. If Seniesa fights Valle, she wants that fight because, yeah, she wants all the belts, but then Golden Boy has kind of supplanted and try to replace Seniesa with Yokasta Valle. So it's more of like it's a revenge fight. It's a rivalry fight. Valle and her team have been running their mouth, and Seniesa wants to shut them up once and for all and prove that she is what we say she is, which is the best female fighter in this weight class and one of the best female fighters in the world. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Tina Rupprecht. I hope you guys took something from what I said, and should be a good fight. Tina Rupprecht, this is going to be her first fight coming to the USA, so that could be a daunting task for her. They're going to be in Fresno. It's going to be primarily Mexicans and Mexican-Americans, all champion Seniesa, so she's really up against it. She's going to have to come with her A+ game if she wants any chance of dethroning Seniesa Estrada and taking her role. And if she could do that, that would really shoot her up the rankings in the pound-for-pound list. So it should be a good fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.